friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I have a nautical themed video for you. I really hope you enjoy this. But first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and this is my precious Oliver. And if you're returning, you know we love and appreciate you. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use some macrame cord. I got the white one from Hobby Lobby and the blue one from Amazon a couple of years ago. I'm going to use this garden stake from Dollar Tree and then this foam wreath form from Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to start off by hot gluing some of my blue macrame cord and wrapping it all around that wreath form. Now, when I wrapped this, you guys, I wrapped way too much. I thought I had it eyed good, but I didn't. So you want to just kind of divide it up into fourths because I'm going to add some white, and I didn't want as much white. I wanted, I probably could have went about a quarter less on that blue. But then after I did the white, I continued with some more blue, and then I did some white and then more blue. I had four rows of each. And once I have it done, I'll show you here. Sorry, I took so long with showing you that part there. But anyways, see how the two areas there are a little longer? Yeah, anyways. So I'm going to take this stake part off of this sign, and then I'm going to get my E6000, and I'm going to go all over the back part of that arrow. And then I'm just going to add some hot glue along the edges of it. And then I'm going to glue it right onto my little wreath form. Now, I was just going to make this a wreath, but it was so small. I didn't realize how small this was. So I grabbed 6 5-gallon paint stir sticks and then some stir sticks that I had cut down, some 5-gallon stir sticks, and I laid them all out, and I'm just attaching them with some wood glue and hot glue there. Then I went and I painted each one of those sticks with those colors. I started with the agave and then went with the antique wax, plaster, ocean, and then again with the agave and then the antique wax. So I did the front and the back as well as the posts that were connecting them. Then I did some dry brushing. Now I took my antique wax, I went over each color that wasn't antique wax, and then I did the same thing with the other colors. I took the agave and I brushed some on all the other colors, and the same with the ocean and the plaster. And I did the front and back, and I just really mixed them all in well because I just really wanted to have some color, but I wanted it to be very mixed in and rustic looking. After it was dry, I took some twine here and I hot glued it to the back, and I just wrapping it around the top part of these paint sticks, and I think I end up with like 4 or 5 wraps around each one. And as you can see, I'm just kind of going in and out, in and out. And then when I was done, I just hot glued it to the back. And then I'm just going to hot glue my wreath form to my paint sticks here. After that, I took one of these anchors. This comes in one of those paint with me kits you get from Dollar Tree. I painted it with the plaster, and then I went over it with the acrylic Real Navy paint by Apple Barrel. The reason why I did the plaster first was because the acrylic paint is really thin, and I would have had to do like 3 or 4 coats. So I thought if I just do the plaster first, then I only had to do 1.5 coats basically of the Real Navy. Then I took my jute twine here and I just tied it around the little hole there, and then I'm just kind of wrapping it just however I felt would look good. And then I just hot glue that part there. Then I took some of these ribbons and I'm just going to make a fussy bow, and I am just alternating each one of the colors and just kind of forming, it's not really an X, but you see the pattern I'm forming there. And now all of these ribbons, you guys, I got last year. I don't know if they have them this year. I know they have similar ones. If they might be the same ones, but you could just use whatever ribbons you have. And you guys, I want to do at least one more nautical video this summer because I still have a lot. I bought way too much nautical stuff last year and I need to use it. So I know I took a poll to see what you guys wanted to see next, but I will probably have at least one more nautical theme this summer. Once I had that messy bow all done, I hot glued it to the top, and then I took my little anchor and hot glued that in front of the messy bow. Then I just took some more twine here. I'm just going to make a little hanger. I'm just tying a knot around it. And then I am going to just cut it down to the size that I want. And then, oh, there we go. And then I'm going to tie another knot around that. And then I have a hanger. And I really enjoyed the way this turned out. The nice thing about nautical is it is kind of rustic, because if you live on the beach or go to the beach, you know that all the stuff there is weathered and worn. And yeah, I love it. So you have to let me know what you think about this one in the comment box below. Okay, so I want to say thank you to all my wonderful subscribers. You guys are awesome. And if you're new here, I would invite you to hit that red subscribe button before you go. Help this girl out. And then make sure you guys give me that thumbs up, comment, watch the ads. That all helps support my channel and gets YouTube to push my channel out, or my video out there for more to see. And then if you'd like to follow me, you can find the links to all my social media accounts as well as to all my affiliate accounts in the description box below. Okay, here's DIY number 2. So I'm going to take this beach sign that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take some tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree, this sign from Dollar Tree, and then my Waverly chalk paints in the color Plaster, Agave, and Ocean. So I start off by taping off, removing the hanger. So I have to use a little pick to get the staples kind of up a little bit so I can remove them with my staple hanger. But anyways, I got them all off. Then I started taping off, and I just taped off I think I painted every third line that there is. So once I have this all taped off with my painter's tape, I'm going to take my Waverly chalk paint in the color Ocean, and I'm just going to paint each one of those. And then once I was done, I let it dry, and then I used my heat gun, and then I removed the tape and retaped, making another blank stripe, I guess. And then I painted it with my Agave, and then dried it, and then retaped and painted the next ones with my Plaster. And then once I was done with all of that, I taped it all off and painted the rim of it with the Plaster. Look how pretty that is. I am doing some distressing here because, like I said, nautical stuff is always distressed. But those colors, I just thought that was so pretty. Anyways, I then took my Waverly chalk paint in the color Lagoon, and I painted this beach sign. Now, you guys, I'll try and remember to link a video I did last year with one of these beach words. I absolutely love what I did with it. It is so beautiful. And I'll try and remember to link it in my description box so you can go and check that out. But I'm just painting this. I didn't do a real thorough coat because I wanted some of that brown to show through. And then I just added a little bit of the antique wax just to kind of help bring out some of that distressing, or the other color of the regular color of that beach sign. I wanted that to come through because it did give it that rustic look. After that, I took my wood glue here, and I am putting it all around the back of my beach sign. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue along the end parts of this. And then I'm just going to turn it over and place it right inside of my sign here. Then I took some seashells. I got these a year or two ago from Dollar Tree. I'm just hot gluing them on. I haven't been able to find them yet. I don't know if they still have these. I even looked at Hobby Lobby and didn't find any of these small, but maybe Walmart might. But anyways, I hot glued some all along the word beach. Then I decided I wanted to put some twine on this, and that was really fun because I felt like I was you know, when you floss your teeth, sometimes it can be really hard to get that floss in between the teeth. Well, yeah, it was kind of hard to get this twine in between some of those letters, and I felt like I was flossing teeth here. But anyways, I got it all down, and I was able to get it all wrapped around. I did use my little pokey tool and a little spatula to just kind of help poke that twine down in between the picture frame and the word beach, but I did get it all the way around. Then I took a couple of these bigger shells. I did get these from Hobby Lobby, or not Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree. I do know Dollar Tree has some, or at least I saw some at my Dollar Tree. Anyways, I'm just going to hot glue them on the top part of my sign here, just like you see me doing right here. And then what did I do after that? Oh, I took some tumbling tower blocks, and I took 6 of them, and I'm just going to hot glue them together. Now, when you hot glue these together, you want to push really hard, put a good amount, push really hard. Sometimes it squishes out, so I just always wipe it off right away. But I have found that if you don't put enough on there or hold them tight for a few seconds, then a lot of times they'll break off. So I just always make sure I hold them tight together for a few seconds and then wipe off the excess glue that comes out. Once that was done, I painted it with my plaster color, and then I did do some dry brushing with the antique wax. Then I'm going to take my wood glue here, and I'm just going to brush it along the side of it, and then I'm going to add my hot glue as well. And of course, the wood glue is permanent hold, the hot glue is immediate hold. And then I'm just going to add this to the back of my sign so that it will stand. And that's all there was for this. You have to let me know what you think. I think it came out super pretty, but you have to let me know what you think about this as well. Okay, so it is a time for a celebration of your recreation, and Tara she made this little beehive skeff, I think you could call it, out of that honey container. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. And Sharon made these beautiful signs, kind of a recreation of the one I did. And then Kathy made these really cute little bee signs, and anyways, they're all great, you guys. Thank you so much. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase for you, you can send pictures to my email address listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger, and I'm more than happy to showcase them for you. So here is DIY number 3. Okay, so for this DIY, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paints in the color Ocean, Agave, and then Plaster and antique wax. After that, I'm going to use some nautical rope here that I got from Dollar Tree. I've had it in my stash for a while. It's about time I use it. I created these decals with my Cricut, and then these 3 surfboards that I got from Woodpecker's Crafts. So I started off by painting one of those with Plaster, one with Ocean, and one with Agave. And then once they were all painted on both sides and dried, I took my antique wax, and I'm just going to do, again, some dry brushing just to get it distressed and give it that weathered ocean look. And I'm just going to do this on each one, and I do front and back. And I'll show you here in a minute. I'm going to do the white one. I know it doesn't show up a lot on the blue, but you still get the feel of it. After I was done with that and they were all dry, I realized that I created the words in white, and I'm like, it's not going to show up on my surfboard that's plaster. So I decided, okay, I'm going to put my letters on some burlap. So I cut some burlap out, and I'm just adding my letters on, as you can see me doing right here. And I really love the way this came out with the burlap. I don't know. I love it. Anyways, so after that, I pulled off some of the strings on the ends just to give it that, what's the word I'm looking for? Not rugged, but you know what I mean. It lets it look, I can't think of the word. Anyways, you know what I mean. Once I was done, I went ahead with my hot glue, and I'm just going to glue this down onto my surfboard. And I did that on each one. And then after I am done with that, I'm going to take my rope here and I'm going to tie a little knot on the end, make it really tight, and then I'm going to lay it behind my surfboards, just like you see, and then I'm going to lay each surfboard on top of my rope, and then I'm going to tie another knot on the end, just like you see me doing there, and just like you can see on the other side. Sorry you can't see the top. So once I am done, I am going to cut off that extra rope here, and then I'm going to hot glue, get them all straightened and situated, and then I'm going to hot glue them right onto the rope, just like you see. I'm just going to put the hot glue on the rope and then press them down firmly. And then I will hot glue each one. Super easy project, you guys. Maybe I should have just done a few dabs of hot glue and then done like E6000. Probably would have been a better idea. But I wasn't quite thinking yet. I was early in the morning when I was doing this one. So then once I had this all done, I knew I needed a hanger. So I just took and cut off a piece of that rope. And I'm just going to hot glue it to the back, and then I have a hanger. And that's all there is for this one. Super, super easy. I really love the way this one came out too. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, DIY number 4. So for this DIY, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paints in the color Pool, Agave, and Plaster. I do end up using, never mind, I just use those. I don't know what I'm thinking. And then this fish I got last year from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use a couple of tumbling tower blocks, and then these little fish that are on clothespins from Dollar Tree, and then this charger. Isn't that charger beautiful? It is so pretty by itself. Oh my gosh. I kind of wish I would have got more of them. But anyways, I'm going to remove the hanger again by removing those staples, and then I'm going to hot glue my tumbling tower blocks into the middle of my charger here. Then I'm going to add some hot glue on the top of those tumbling tower blocks and add my big fish. And then after that, I decided to paint a couple of these. So I took a little paintbrush and I'm going over one with some the color Pool. I also painted the little clothespins as well, just to kind of help blend it in a little bit better. Now I thought about taking them off the clothespin, but they are really glued on there tight. But then I also thought, you know what, it might be better to have them raised because the big fish is raised. So it turns out much better with them raised, I think. Then I took my Agave and painted the other one with the Agave, doing the same thing with the little clothespin. And then I left the white one just white. And then I just did some dry brushing with a little bit of the white on the two bluish color ones. And then I'm going to hot glue them down, just like you see me doing there. And then after I have them all hot glued, I am going to take this little wood piece. I think I got this from Hobby Lobby. It's been in my stash for a little bit, but I'm taking that Agave and I'm just doing a heavy dry brushing along it. I want some of that wood to show through, so I'm just allowing some of it to show through. And then after I had it, I decided to just go ahead and add a little bit of dry brushing of the white, just kind of all around it there. After that, I am going to add my decal, and it just says, "Just Keep Swimming," because it made me think of the little cartoon Finding Nemo. That's all I could think of was "Just Keep Swimming," and I kept singing the song in my head. And then I'm going to hot glue that to the front of my plate. Then I took some little pearl beads from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to hot glue them in where the eyes are. And I had some really small ones, so I'm just going to add some in the little holes that are on this, those little fish. They have holes, so I'm just going to add the hot glue inside the hole, and then I add the little pearls into the hot glue. And after that, I'm going to take some more seashells, and I'm going to hot glue them on my little sign. And I just did 4 little ones all around that. And then I took 2 of these starfish that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to hot glue one on each side of the sign. And that's all there was for this. I was trying to decide if I wanted to put a bow on it or not. You have to let me know if you think it needs something else or if it needs a bow on it. I wasn't quite sure. I kind of felt like it needs something else, but I couldn't think of what. But anyways, let me know what you think. So, final reveals coming right up, you guys. I want to thank you so much again for watching today, for supporting my channel. You guys mean the world to me. And again, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button before you go. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it means the world to me. And then you guys don't forget to give me that thumbs up and comment. And I will be back again on Monday with another video. Looks like Farmhouse is winning the poll that I put out there, so it looks like that's what it will be. So with all that being said, you guys have a blessed weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.